What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you have seen any of my most recent videos, you've seen that I got a new gravel bike. This is my Cervelo Aspero GRX 600. It's a carbon frame. It's got a 2x drivetrain. It's super fun. Basically, I bought this bike to be the quiver killer, the all-road bike. I had a Specialized Diverge, a 2018 Specialized Diverge before I got this bike. I absolutely loved that bike. It was really, really comfortable. It had the Future Shock. It was great. But anytime that bike was being worked on or in the shop and I had to ride my road bike, I realized how sluggish that bike felt on the road compared to the road bike. You know, if you're asking like, well, why don't you just ride the road bike for road and then the gravel bike for gravel? Well, my road bike is an old Cannondale. It's aluminum frame, carbon fork. It's really the bike that sits on the trainer. So I really wanted the Diverge to be my all-road bike. I have two wheel sets, so I would swap out wheel sets. But the thing is, like I said, it just felt sluggish. So I walked into Elite Cycling in Leawood, Kansas. Awesome shop. I was looking for tires for one of the upcoming races I had, and I started talking to Michael there, and I was like, Michael, you know, I kind of want a bike that's more suited for road and gravel. You know, a bike that I can put a different wheel set on and not miss a beat on the road. They sell 3Ts there and they sell Cervelo. He's like, well, I got two bikes that I think would be perfect for that. So the 3T Explorer and the Cervelo Aspero, both of those bikes are kind of in the aero gravel bike category. So if you've got gravel bikes right in the middle of, you know, the scale of mountain and then road, gravel bikes are in the middle. Well, these bikes kind of lean more towards the road geometry. So they're a gravel bike, but more suited for an all-road bike, if that makes sense. They had this one in a 58. I was interested in the 3T Explorer, but they didn't have one in my size, and I was kind of between sizes. This bike was a 58 centimeter, which is my size. As soon as I got on this bike and I started pedaling, I was sold. I knew I had to buy this bike. It just felt fast. So far, I've got about, I don't know, 500 or 600 miles on this bike. I've done 2 centuries on this bike. I did the Belgian waffle ride in Kansas, 111 miles. I did a solo century the other day on this bike. I absolutely love it. I put my wheel set on, my Mavic gravel wheel set on the bike, and it comes with a 2x. And that was the other thing. Because this is gonna be my all-road bike and I want to use this for road rides, I wanted it to have a 2x. That's just my preference. The bike came with an 1134 rear cassette. When I had Michael just swap the wheel sets when I bought it, so I put my wheel set on this bike with it. It has an 1132 rear cassette. The front chain rings are a 3046, which is great for climbing, but I want to have 3448, just, you know, kind of more well-rounded. I may suffer a little bit on some of the climbs, but I'm going to have all the gears I need for road rides. So eventually I'm going to change those front chain rings, but there's no parts right now, and Shimano, you can't get those chain rings for like another month and a half. The only other thing I've done is I put my saddle on the bike, and I changed out the bars. The bars were the Easton bars with 16-degree flare. I don't like the flared bars, so I ordered a set of Easton bars with like a 4-degree flare. They're road bar. I haven't had this bike, you know, professionally fitted yet. I'm gonna go back to Elite Cycling for that. And I want to say thanks again to Elite Cycling, Michael and Dale. I came in, they took care of me. I test rode the bike. They're super personable guys. They answered all my questions. And like I said, Michael swapped the wheel set out for me, and he made sure everything was shifting perfectly and dialed. I think he had to like bleed one of the brakes, but he did all that. The bike has performed flawlessly. So the experience that I had at Elite Cycling was amazing. So you guys, I'm going to do another video where I go there and do like a professional fitting with Dale, and they've got this like high-tech fitting room. I highly recommend checking out Elite Cycling in Leawood. Like I said, they sell Cervelo, 3T. I believe they're a Trek dealer. I think they sell Salsa. So they sell a lot of different bikes and they're really knowledgeable. And another cool thing about this bike, I almost forgot to mention, is the flip chip in the front fork. So there's a little chip that you can flip around to adjust how aggressive the geometry is on the bike. I haven't messed with that yet. I don't know that I will. The bike feels really good as it is. But my plan for this bike is I've currently got 38 Gravel Kings on there right now on my one Mavic wheel set. And then I've got another Mavic wheel set all set up with rotors and cassette and a 32C tire that I can just swap wheel sets depending on road or gravel ride. Guys, I'm pumped to ride a lot of big gravel miles and a lot of big road miles on this bike. If you got questions, hit me up in the comments and I will do the best I can to answer them. So until next time, keep crushing it.